Hi and welcome to this video log with me, Wayne, from swimmingcyclingrunning.com. Well, welcome to 2018. Over the New Year period I went to Cape Verde for 10 days, so I'm a little bit browner than I was before I left. I was in nice 24 degrees sunshine. Hopefully you've enjoyed the weather here. Lovely for cycling in Cape Verde right now with a huge wind. Whilst I was away, there was a web inquiry on my website about videos and about a particular problem. So I'm going to read out that inquiry. I'm going to deal with that on this video log. Alright, so this web inquiry is from Ian Ferguson. He writes, I hit upon your swimming videos purely by accident and find them a cut above the rest. Well, Ian, there's nothing like a bit of flattery to get you what you want. He goes on. I have a systemic freestyle problem which I have been fighting to overcome with limited success, literally for decades. I think and believe that this is rooted in my lack of success in overcoming drag, which I am probably afflicted with due to body build, heavy leg syndrome. Might I suggest a video? Well, yeah, you can suggest a video because drag is the problem of every single swimmer in every single stroke. You want to overcome drag because that is what's holding you back. But that drag can occur for a number of reasons. We're going to go to the computer and I'm going to explain what I mean. Then we'll come back and have a little chat. Now, most adults who come to swimming display significant drag, and most of that drag is going to occur because of this, lifting the head. And you can see that head lifts, and you can see the angle that's being made on the water, and the fact that that angle has to create maximum drag for the person involved. And that traditionally is what you consider a draggy swimmer. So the legs are sinking to the bottom, but they're not sinking to the bottom because they're heavy legs. They're sinking to the bottom because, as you can see, this swimmer is in that position and creating drag because, as you see again, they want to rotate and lift their head to breathe there. You see the head's completely out the water, and so that is going to increase drag whatever happens. Looking at this swimmer again, another thing is common with him that's common with people who would say they are draggy or leg heavy. And you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to kick his head out of the water with a huge kick. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's really using his legs to kick his head out the water. Now that is hardly ever successful. Now drag can be connected with balance, and balance can be connected with the effectiveness and the timing of your kick. So let's just have a look at these two swimmers here. We've got the one on the left is going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with her legs, and if you look at that, that's clearly what she's doing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you look at the man on the right, he's actually got 1, 2, 3, 1 and a bit. 1, 2, 3, 1 and a bit. Let's just have a look at that. When it goes 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. And you see the man on the right is actually creating more drag by dragging down those legs. You can see that leg coming down. Whereas on the left, you can see there's no drag because it's a continuous 3-beat each side kick. Okay, so there are some examples of drag. But how do you eliminate that? Well, I would suggest to you that most of those problems with drag are due to either body alignment or because someone's trying to hold their head out the water and so everything's slipping. Heavy leg syndrome can be overcome by lifting your legs up. So why aren't people doing it? Well, principally that's because you have to breathe. So my advice is immediately take away that necessity for breath. And you can do that two ways. The first way, I'm going to go back to that 3-kick drill with the snorkel, because then you don't have to breathe. You can just hold your head and body in alignment. Hugely important. The second way, I'll show you on the video. We'll go to the video and revisit that 3-kick drill, and then I'll show you another one. Let's just revisit the drill with the snorkel. And you'll see it's going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You don't have to do this fast, you just have to get it consistent. So start off slowly and work your speed up, balancing yourself. Now please notice, again, we have the hand and hip directly on the surface there. And rotating, we have the hand and hip, as you can see, directly on the surface there. The body is straight, the kick is coming in the right place. And if you notice, we have someone here who's doing exactly what we said, but in breaststroke, and effectively trying to kick their head out the water, and that's creating the drag. It's similar in front crawl, not quite the same. And remember, as you get good at this, you can slowly but surely speed it up, and you will get much better at it as the timing comes. You can see this is a very fast kick with a very good rotation. Now the timing of the 3-beat kick can be difficult to get, but here's a great example of doing it on your back. You see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And notice the hips are right up at the surface on every single rotation, and that's exactly how you want to be with the head. If you look at the head, it's in a neutral position, just looking upwards, and that's exactly how you want to be when you practice backstroke. So you've got the hips rotating. That's a perfect example of what we're talking about. Now I've drawn 3 lines through this swimmer, the top, the bottom and the middle. And you can see those lines are virtually parallel, so she is incredibly straight in her back and her line and keeping it very streamlined, and her kick is very much within her body width, which is absolutely excellent for a backstroker or front crawler. So if you have a snorkel, that's quite easy. Just kick 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. As you are rotating, you keep your head dead still. It keeps you practicing that stillness of the head, which is hugely important, especially for open water swimmers. If you haven't got a snorkel, then practice it on your back. Either way, make sure when you rotate your hips, your hand is broaching the surface on your hips, because your hands are back, every single time you rotate. And if that happens, then you must be in alignment and you must be reducing your drag in the water. If you then go from backstroke to front crawl, you're going to have to learn to time that breathing in time with your kick, but you're not going to necessarily be able to go from side to side. You can if you want. I suggest staying on one side and kicking 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That way you actually time your breathing to coincide with that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which would be 1, 2, 3, no breath, 1, 2, 3, breath, 1, 2, 3, no breath, 1, 2, 3, breath. You can slow that right down so that you're very comfortable in the water, but once again make sure that that top arm, which is right on your side, is out the water all the time. Now that backstroke swimmer was exceptionally good. I predict she gets to nationals this year. She's very balanced in the water. And you can see when you're balanced, you also kick within your body width. You don't splay kicks wide. To progress the drill, you can actually start kicking on your side and breathing every 3 sides. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, breathing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, breathing. So you're breathing to both sides. Now you're going to have to do that kicking within yourself, because if you kick like crazy, you're going to run out of breath before you get to the next side. So you can actually practice bilateral breathing doing the same drill if you want. But remember, this is more advanced. Try it simple first. Try the simple things, get the simple things right, and then try and go on to the more complex. Because unless you can get it right when it's simple, it's very difficult to move up the gears. Okay, hopefully, Ian, I've answered your question. Now, I haven't got a video of you, but if you do supply me with one, I will analyse it for you, and perhaps if it's good enough, we can get it on YouTube. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Next week, I'm going to go on to running. Whilst I was in Cape Verde, I was with my wife, who I was trying to get to run with better style. We've got some drills, we've got some practices that you might actually find useful too in gaining a better and smoother running style. Okay, so until next week, thanks very much. Enjoy the new year.